Poorna Yoga actually starts from the understanding that while the body, mind, and soul are inseparable like three threads in the same fabric, they don't always act in harmony. That's where the practice comes in. It's really about reconnecting those pieces so life feels a little less scattered. The principles and techniques of Poorna Yoga are designed to help people unite their body, mind, and soul so they can function more cohesively.
So now I'm curious, who's behind this approach? I heard the program was designed by Shri Gopi Venkateswara Prasad, but what inspired him to create Poorna Yoga instead of just following existing methods?
Gopi's story is fascinating. He grew up surrounded by different forms of yoga, and his passion for the wisdom in ancient texts led him to dive deep into the Gita and Yoga-sutras. But what's unique is how he wanted to make these teachings practical, so he developed Poorna Yoga to bridge that gap between philosophy and daily life.
That's pretty cool. And I noticed he structured each lesson with 3 parts: Sadhana, Shodhana, and Vaadana. How do those actually work together in the program?
Great question. Sadhana is all about personal practice. Shodhana focuses on self-inquiry and purification, while Vaadana encourages dialogue and discussion. By including all 3, Gopi designed each lesson to help students not only learn but also reflect and apply yoga's wisdom in real situations.
It sounds like it's more interactive than just reading or listening to a lecture. Almost like a toolkit for life, not just theory.
That's exactly it. The goal is for students to explore, question, and really live the teachings, rather than just memorize them.
So, diving into the curriculum a bit, there's mention of 140 Gita-shlokas and 96 Yoga-sutras, all organized into 22 thematic lessons. That's a lot to cover. How does the program avoid overwhelming people with so much content?
What surprised me most is how visual and structured the lessons are. Gopi uses graphic interpretations to make ancient texts approachable, breaking them down into clear themes. And each lesson builds on the last, so you're never just thrown into the deep end.
That's a clever way to make sure no part of the self gets left behind. And I love that there's a textbook and separate workbook, kind of like having both the map and the tools for your travels.
Totally! The textbook sets the stage with theory and E-class videos, while the workbook brings it all to life with practical tasks and projects. It's a full-circle learning experience.
You know, all this sounds really meaningful, but I wonder, how do people actually bring these lessons into their day-to-day routines? Is it mostly about doing exercises? Or is there more to it?
It goes way beyond exercises. The idea is to develop habits that help you tune into your body, question your thoughts, and find a little more calm in chaos. For example, someone might use a breathing technique from the program before a stressful meeting, or reflect on a Gita verse when facing a tough decision.
I can see how that would make the teaching stick. And the fact that students get a completion certificate after the workbook and project work, that must be a great motivator.
It really is. But what's even better is seeing students apply the wisdom in creative ways. The certificate is nice, but it's the transformation in everyday life that matters most.
That's inspiring. If someone wanted to find out more, or even start the program, how could they get involved?
Super simple. They can visit the website, or just reach out by email or WhatsApp. The team is always happy to chat and help newcomers get started on their journey.